everybody. So today's class is all about rotation of the spine and mobilization of the spine and the shoulders. So what we're going to do is start by lying down in the neutral spine, arms down by your side. Just walk your fingers down the mat just to get that lovely separation between the ear and shoulder. Slide those heels up towards you so it's nice and comfortable. Imagine 2 coffee cups balancing, one on each knee. And just relax your head on the floor and just take a couple of deep breaths, inhaling through the nose. Fully into the ribs, feel the ribs expanding. And then as you exhale, feeling your abdominals coming in and down. And again, inhaling. And exhale. Let's just do one more breath, just to calm the body down. Inhaling. And then exhale. And then before we start, make sure you're in a nice comfortable position. Push into those hands and just float the right knee into tabletop position, holding it there. To start with, we're going to do a little bit of a stretch. So you're going to bring your right knee into your chest, hold it there, slide the other leg away, flex the foot, and just enjoy this stretch. Circle that foot. If you want to, just keep your eyes closed. It really keeps you honed in on how you're feeling. Just circle that foot the other way, holding it there, and then slide the other leg back up, drop that foot back down. Take the other knee in, bring the hands onto the shin, hug the knee in, slide the other leg away, flex that foot, and circle this foot. Surprising how much tension we hold in our feet and the ankles. 3 rotations the other way, and then slide the heel back, and then drop that foot down. We'll do it again, but a little bit more advanced. So bringing that right knee in, hug the knee in. I'm going to draw that head up towards the knee. Open up the elbows, keep the shoulders nicely down away from your ears, and slide the other leg away and flex that foot again. So there's energy going through the heel. We're going to draw that chest now up towards the thigh, looking over your knee towards your foot, and then slowly release down. Hold it there. And then again, exhale and lift. While you're there, let's see if we can just lift that leg up to a flexed position here with the foot, and then point the toe as we come back down. Flex the foot, take it up, and point the toe as it comes down. Energy coming out now through the toes, and then slowly release down. Put that foot there on the floor, put the other foot on the floor, take the other knee in, and slide the leg away. Draw the nose up towards the knee, take that leg up off the floor, flex that foot. Open up the elbows, drop the shoulders down away from your ears, and slowly down. Hold it there. Again, draw the chest up towards the thigh, and then with a flexed foot, slowly take that leg up towards the ceiling, point the toe, slowly taking it down. Feel that lovely length in that leg, bring that leg up. If your neck hurts, pop the head back on the floor. Slowly down. Pop that knee down. Foot down, bend the knee. Slowly down, and then release the leg. Let's take those arms up to the ceiling. Take them out. them above you, and then you finish up at the ceiling again. All this you're doing in neutral spine. So we're taking them out and up to the ceiling, up behind you, and up to the ceiling. One more time. Out to the side, not too high. Shoulder height. Above you. And up to the ceiling. And this time we're going to stay with the arms out. You're going to put your right leg over your left leg and drop the knees over to the right. Just that little bit of rotation there in the lower back. You don't have to go very far. And then look along your left arm. Then coming back to the centre. Taking it on the other side. Take the other leg over. Drop over to the left. And look along your right arm. Feel that lovely counter stretch here. You're reaching with your right arm, but your knees are going over to the left. Slowly coming back and back to the centre. Making this a little bit harder now. Coming up to tabletop position. Glue knees and ankles together. Really connect with your abdominals. Drop the knees over to the left, just a little bit. Remember, this is still the warm-up. Back to the centre. Over to the right. If this is too hard for you, you stick to the one we've just done with crossing over the legs. Over to the left. Back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre. From here, cross the feet over and drop the heels down. Again, imprint that lower back into the floor just a little bit to help support your back. And we're going to reach the legs up. Uncross them, cross them, and then drop the heels back down. Again, lift the legs up, uncross them, cross them, drop the heels down. Let's take those hands behind our head. Lift the head up off the floor. Uncross the legs, cross them, drop the heels down. One more time. Lift the legs, uncross them, cross them, drop them down. So I'm not to my full height with my upper body, I'm just sort of shoulder blade level. I'm now going to bring my chest towards my thighs a little bit more, drawing down on my abdominals, and now my heels are going to be together, like Charlie Chaplin. Going to exhale, point the toes, take the legs up to the ceiling, flex, slowly come back down. And again, really keep those heels squeezing together. Point, flex, and down. Two more. Exhale, point, flex, and down. Last one. Exhale, point, flex, and down. Hopefully you stay the same height with the upper body. Hug the knees in and release. Pop the knees down. Relax your arms out, palms facing the ceiling, and just give yourself a bit of a, again, lower back rotation. Okay, we're now going to get the band, or the towel. It needs to be quite a big towel, because you're going to put it along your mat, like this. You're going to lie along your band, and you're going to cup your head into the band here, or towel, alright? So elbows are knocked together, not swinging outwards. You can just about see them in the corner of your eyes. Going to stay in a neutral position to start with the spine, inhaling here, and then as you exhale, slowly lift that upper body off the floor, not moving anything else. Now the good thing about having the band is you can't cheat, all right? This is going to keep you lifted. I don't want to see this dropping down. I want to stay lifted up as high as you can. So staying there, I'm just going to lift that right leg up into tabletop. And as we drop that leg down, it's just about to touch the floor, you switch legs. So there's a moment in time where both feet are off the floor. Slowly down, just off, and lifting up, and down, just off. And then as you get this movement going, they'll start to switch mid-point, mid-point. All the while you're staying lifted in this upper body, none of this going down, it's hard. Feel that connection in your abdominals. For 8, and 7, and 6. You're literally lightly touching the floor. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Pop that other foot down. Slowly come down. Now if you've got a back problem, you will stay with that easier position. If you don't have a back problem and you want to work a little bit harder, you lift yourself up, making sure the band is comfortable around your head, as high as you can go. Contract those abdominals, exhale, both feet in, or if you want to, just continue with the single legs. Exhale down, we tap, we come back in with both legs. Exhale, tap, come back in. Exhale. Breathe in at the top. 2 more. And last one. And then slowly release down. Pop 1 foot down, 1 foot down. And let your arms come down by your side. Staying there. Okay. Last one. Bring the hands back up onto the band. Coming up again into this position as high as you can go. Bring that leg in. And then what we're going to do is squeeze the knees together and shoot the legs out in front of you. And then bring them back. And shoot both legs out. And bring them back. Make sure your lower back is slightly imprinted into the floor. Elbows not together, elbows not winging out. Gap between your shoulder and your ears. And last one, this is very strong on the abdominals. So remember, if you do have a bad back, just go back to that single tapping one. That's absolutely fine. And relax and really feel those abdominals working in that one. Good to grab the Dynaband from under you and fold it in half, or get your towel and fold it in half. You're going to take the Dynaband up to the ceiling. Again, just like the beginning position of this class, feet flat on the floor, knees parallel. You're going to take the arms back behind you. Where do they go without you raising your ribs and arching your back? So this has got to stay down onto the floor. Feel the back of the ribs on the floor. So some of you might be here, which is fine. Some of you might be all the way to the floor, which is good. Okay, so you might be tight in your shoulders. And if you don't want to be in this position, you can bend the band and just put your hands down by the floor, on the floor, that's fine. So the good thing about taking the hands behind you is it's all abdominals next work, you've got nothing to help you. So what we're going to do is going to come into tabletop position, imprint that lower back into the floor. So you're nice and comfortable, either here, here, or here with your arms. Inhale to start. And as you exhale, going to go the other way. Bring the knees in towards you. and then release them back out. Exhale, in towards you, and take them back out. 2 more. Exhale, in, and out. This is quite strong as well, but nothing helping you, just the abdominals. And out. That was 4. This time, I'm going to go exhale, in, and out, and then reach the legs away like we just did, and then bring them back in. And then exhale, thighs towards the chest, and then out, and in. 2 more times. Exhale, inhale, exhale. If you've got a bad back, you might want to just take those legs up to the ceiling instead of on the diagonal. Last one. Exhale, inhale. Either exhale on the diagonal or up to the ceiling, whatever you feel most comfortable. And then hug your knees in. Just rock a little bit. Open up your back. So your abdominals have really worked hard now. They really know how to connect there. So let's just do a little bit of rotation now for the spine, like I said right at the beginning of class. That's what we're going to do. So relax your right leg, so it's quite floppy, left leg is quite floppy, I've not got it rigid. I'm going to take that leg over the left. Take that right arm up and over and just let it fall on the left arm. Then we take the right arm up, take the right leg up, and we come back to centre. Take the left leg up, take it across, the left arm automatically comes up. We twist and go round. Take the left arm up, left leg up, and come back round. So, it's up to you if you want to stay in that nice relaxed feel, or you can go a little bit stronger. So if you want to go stronger, we have a straighter leg, and it's going to go over, but we're going to keep going, but keep this right arm on the floor until you feel you can't keep that right arm on the floor anymore, and it comes over, just like before, on top of the left arm. Then the right arm goes up, look along the arm, until you feel you cannot keep that leg on the floor anymore, and it will just come up and follow. And down. One more time, left side. Left leg goes up much straighter than before. It goes over to the right. You feel that stretch, definitely in the chest area, and you can't keep that arm anymore on the floor. Take it up and over. Left arm goes up. Keep that right arm down as much as you can. Keep that left leg as down as much as you can. Then you feel it coming off. Rotate and come back to the centre. And then bring the right knee into the chest, left knee into the chest, and circle in the hips. Okay, roll onto your side. Don't actually need the down lie for this one. So lying down, bending both knees, extend one leg, and pop the other leg on your hip. Just a very small movement forward and back, flexing and pointing the foot. Very small, very easy, and imagining there's a wall in front of you and a wall behind you. Flexing a little bit further and back. Further and back. So your body's getting used to this nice rigid position in the upper body, keeping you still. And you're going to be swinging the leg to the maximum now. How far can you take that leg forward without you moving your body forward and back? That's about 8 now we've done. So we're going to stay here at the front and then turn the toe, tap it in the water and bring back to flex position. And 2 and 3 flexion here, feel that stretch in the hamstring, feel that glute working, and then release down. Lengthen that leg, take the top hand forward, but don't put it on the floor. Okay, it's hovering. Lift that leg, flex the foot, and start doing some circles. You're going to imagine there's a box in front of you. You're going to put your hand on the box, and the box is going to move all the way above your head. This is number 6 circle, number 7 circle, number 8. Now we're going to circle the other way, and you're going to stay in this lovely balanced position. If you find that really hard, this can come back on the floor if you want to. 4 and 5 and 6, only small circles, and 7, last one, and 8, bending the knee, releasing down. Going to come up onto your elbow, making sure the elbow is underneath the shoulder. Okay, it's not out here and it's not underneath here. All right, right underneath the shoulder. So bending the knees. Nice easy stretch, lifting up to the ceiling and reaching over. Now then, can we go underneath your arm? So the back of the hand touches onto the mat, you press on that hand slightly and you look over your shoulder towards the back wall. You slowly come back up, reaching up to the ceiling, and reach over, round the back. Back of the hand onto the floor. Can you reach the hand further this time? Feel that rotation. Slowly come back up. Last one. Reaching over. Hair everywhere. Slowly down. Rotate. I can just about get my fingers now on the edge of the mat as I rotate. Slowly coming back up. Reach it up. And then we're going to counter stretch that by coming and twisting over to the opposite way. And then from there, just change sides. So lying down on the other side. Bending both knees. Hand here or here. So stretch out the top leg. Flex the foot. Remember, just a little bit to start with. Just to get the brain focused on the movement that you're going to be doing. And then it realises, yes, I've got to stay nice and stable in my torso. There's none of this going on. None. Completely still. And as you get a little bit more confident, the leg will go a little bit further to your maximum. You're pointing the toe back, you're flexing the foot forward, pointing the toe back, flexing the foot forward. Let's do one more. And then we hold it in front. Turn the toe down, dip it down in the imaginary water, take it up. Dip it down, take it up, nothing else has changed. Only the leg position. And last one. And then bring it back. Top hand goes down on the floor, hovers off the floor. Top leg goes out, and we start the circling. 1 and 2. You put your hand on that imaginary box. 3. You lengthen through the shoulder, through to the arms, through to the hands. Then you box moves above you. And this is number 7 and number 8. And we're circling the other way. And you feel as though there's laser beams coming out of your fingers and out of this heel. That's how much energy you're creating. 5. Inhale down, exhale up. 6 and 7 and 8. Hold it there. And bend that knee in. Come onto your side plank in this position. Again, elbow elbow underneath the shoulder. Contract those tummy muscles. And lift up and over. Round the spine. How's this side feel? Put the back of that hand down and rotate. I'm definitely tighter this side. I cannot get my hand towards the edge of the mat yet. And then slowly coming back up, reach for the ceiling. Number 2, make sure you're not slumping in your shoulder. Make sure you're lifting up. That's why it's quite good to have a mirror near to you when you do this. Round the back. Hand underneath. Can you just go a few more centimetres this time? Rotate, look over your shoulder. And bring the arm back up. Last time. Exhale and over. Rotate. Can you get towards the end? I can't quite get to the end like I did in the other arm. And lifting up. And then let's counter stretch that by twisting to the other way. You can hold on to your legs and give yourself a little bit of a twist here. And then from here, we're going to go on to all fours. So if you want to, if it's a little bit hard on your knees, you just roll up the end of your mat, pop yourself down, adjust your trousers if you need to, and then come on all fours. So let's just get the body moving first. Make sure your hands are underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes underneath. And let's just go back a little bit and forward and back and forward and back. Making sure the back stays in a nice neutral position. And then we're going to go in a hunchback position. Hunching up like a cat. Back to that base position. And hunching up like a cat. And back to the base position. And last one. Hunching up. And back to that base position. So stay here. This time we lift the knees just off the floor and we drop them down. Lift the knees just off the floor. Drop them down. One more time. Knees just off the floor. Can you hold it here while you walk one hand forward and one hand stays back? One hand forward, so they're now parallel. One hand back. One hand back. Drop the knees down. Walk the hands forward as far as you can go, and then they might slide along the mat as you come into child's pose. Drop the head down, and then to get that lovely diagonal stretch, pop the right hand on top of the left, and really not force, but gently guide your right butt cheek down towards your right heel. Drop the head, and then go the other way. Left hand on the right hand, left butt cheek going towards your left heel. Mine's nowhere near my left heel, but it's aiming towards that way. And then coming back up onto all fours. My hands are going to be further forward this time, so they're not underneath my shoulders. Curling my toes underneath. I'm going to come up into my lovely leg pull prone position, my lovely extended plank position. And I'm looking to where the mat ends, the top of my mat here. So I'm holding it there, and I'm going to bring my right knee towards my left wrist. Coming back. Then my left knee towards my right wrist. Coming back to the centre. One more time each side. Right knee to left wrist. Keeping the bottom down all the time. Left knee to right wrist. Holding it there. And then guide yourself down towards the mat. Put the knees down if you need to. And then reach your arms far away. And feel that nice lengthening stretch along the spine, along the arms, and the back of the legs. And then slowly bring your arms back down. You might want to just roll your mat away, more comfortable. Come into this position, right angles, so elbows are in line with the shoulders, nose is just off the floor. We're slowly going to come up, feel as though you're drawing your shoulder blades down your back as you slowly come up to this position. Looking again at the top of your mat, and then slowly coming back down. And again, just go to the position you feel comfortable. Some people might not go more than that, that's fine. You might want to push up a little bit higher if you want to, and come up into an extended swan position. Looking just beyond my mat now, top of my mat, making sure this isn't happening with the shoulders away from the ears. Now then, as I go down, my legs are going to come up. As my legs go down, my upper body comes up. So you'll feel very uncomfortable doing that with your upper body. You come with your hands underneath your forehead and you just come to this position here. So you just go to what your body is telling you right now. And slowly coming back up. One more time. Slowly down. Lift those legs. And just release it all down. Now then, let's take that right heel. Let's pop the hand onto the foot if you can. If not, just wrap the towel or the Dynaband around your foot and hold the towel. And just give yourself a little bit of a quad stretch here with your left facial cheek on the mat. And you'll feel a lovely stretch going down the front of the thigh. And then come back to this position, arms out to the side. Yes, keep that left cheek on the floor. And can you put that right leg behind you? Tap it down and pop it back on the floor. Again, a spinal rotation. I'm going to do this 3 times. Pushing into my hands as I rotate back. If it's too much for you, just go to where you feel comfortable. You might not touch the floor, that's fine. And then we go on to the other side, so the other foot. Let's stretch that left quadricep muscle, front of the thigh there. Again, drawing those shoulders down the back. And release. Arms go out right, cheek on the floor. Bring the leg up. Tap the floor if you can. Pop it back down. Lift the leg up. Pop it on the floor. Feels really nice. And last time. Back and twist. And then the forehead just goes off the floor. The elbows come in. You're going to come up very slowly. Back up into that position here, but we've got much narrower base now. My hands are very, very narrow, holding it here. Again, elbow. It's not the elbow, it's the knee. The knee to the opposite wrist and back. Knee to the opposite wrist and back. 2 more. Knee to the opposite wrist. Knee to the opposite wrist. And then come back. Try and keep the hands where they are. Don't let them slide in this time. And you'll get that again, lovely extended stretch through the back. You're going to flip yourself over. You're going to come into a nice seated position. In this position. So make sure you're nice and tall, sitting up through the bottom. Okay, not slumping down. And if you find it really hard to sit like this, again, roll up the back of your mat, sit on it, or bend your knees, whatever. So from here, hands are on 2 blocks here, imagine 2 big blocks to the side of the legs. We're going to slide the arms along the blocks. So, take the left hand over the right leg, and then take the right arm out and twist. and then bring it back. Both hands parallel, both arms parallel, coming back to the centre. And again, going forward, right hand goes over the left foot, we twist to the left, and we come back to the centre, and we come back up. Nice and tall, one more time each side. Can you go further this time? So left over right foot, can you twist a little bit further? Maybe turn your hand, look over your shoulder, and then come back. Train track arms, coming back up to tall position. Last one. Can you go a bit further this way? Right hand over the left. Can you turn your hand? And then coming back to the centre and coming back up. You're going to change it slightly now. So you reach forward, hands are going to go down on those imaginary blocks. Turn them outwards and imagine you're swimming or pushing water away from you. And then you link the hands together, take the arms up, take them down, take them back. So the back of the hands are going to touch together and then release back up. One more time. Slowly forward, turn the hands, swim, push that water away. Don't link the hands this time, just reach the back of the palms up to the ceiling. And then bring the arms back, touch them, and rolling back up. From here, take the hands out to the side. I'm going to face you now, but you can stay where you are. Lift the arms out and over to the side. And over to the side. And lovely, lovely lateral flexion of the spine. Just to finish with. Two more. And last one. And then we're done. Hopefully your back feels